Good afternoon, everybody. My voice is a threat to a lot of people, and because my voice is like this, people like today are happy. But don't worry, I am Fatima the voice. I can never be voiceless. Ladies and gentlemen, communication is a very important key that unlocks doors, it bridges gaps, and it also connects hearts. Therefore, I, Fatima Kebbeh, a third-year journalism student, stand before you as a beacon of hope, vision, and an unwavering dedication to service and revival of a ministry that has fallen in the brutal traps of incompetency and a coalition-led government to rebuild, rebrand, and reignite the lost glories and lifeblood of any functional institution. My journey has been earmarked by vibrant engagement, from the eloquence of poetry to the art of persuasive debate. Ladies and gentlemen, I am an award-winning national poet. I am a public speaker. I am a journalist. I have got a foundation, a certificate, and a diploma in journalism and communication. Ladies and gentlemen, I went through the Media Academy for Journalism and Communication, where I was taught photography, where I was taught video editing, where I was taught graphic design. I will not stand here today and brag because I still want to learn, because I still need improvement, so I am still not a professional. But if it is about skills, I have skills, I have the technical know-how, I have the institutional memory, I have the voice and the audacity to be the next IPRO of the University of the Gambia Students' Union. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, when entrusted with your vote in recognition of my unshakable passion for communication and media-related work, I promise to bring in 6 solid policies in my commitment to the development of the UTGSU. Ladies and gentlemen, the highlights of my policies. Number 1 is UTGSU on the front line. Number 2 is revitalizing of the UTGSU dead website. It is dead. Number 3 is the UTGSU newsletter. Number 4 is the student's voice. Number 5 is provision of suggestion boxes. Last but not the least is training of school IPR. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you here today to bring the initiation of the UTGSU on the front line. We all know that the media serves as a powerful tool for information disseminating. Therefore, in partnership with local and national newspapers, we will make sure that what we do as students of the University of the Gambia is not just within the confinement of the university, but the Gambia at large, because we are today and tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, the UTGSU frontline is what embodies the revival of the UTGSU Hour and the UTGSU Spotlight Show. The UTGSU Hour, once a very vibrant platform for information disseminating and celebrating of university students, has faded in the background because of incompetency, because of lack of knowledge and institutional memory to run the position. When I come as your IPRO, I have knowledge in hosting radio shows. I host the students vibe at Korea Radio. Therefore, hosting the UTGSU Hour is just a continuation from where I have stopped. Ladies and gentlemen, the UTGSU Spotlight Show, which used to be hosted at Star TV, has died in this current government. And it is sad that information is the lifeblood of any institution. But the information ministry of the coalition-led government currently is the worst that has ever registered in the history of UTG. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today as a beacon of hope, and moving to my second policy, which is revitalizing of the UTGSU website. My opponent has it as a policy, and my opponent on the day of caucus said that the UTGSU website is not dead. my brother, we only revitalize things that have died. And he would agree with me that the website is dead, and that is why he is revitalizing it. Therefore, I want you all to know that the University of the Gambia website is very key, because as an information minister, your role is not only to share information, but to sell the image of the UTG. When you look into the constitution, that is section 20 of the UTG-SU constitution, subsection 1F, it states that the IPRO should be responsible to propagate the good image of the council. Therefore, the website is a powerful tool we can use to sell ourselves and sell students within the University of the Gambia. But sadly, it is dead. Next on to my policies. Ladies and gentlemen, next into my policies is the UTG-SU newsletter. Now, as a journalism student and as the IPRO of the Journalism Students Association, imagine being the mouthpiece of the mouthpieces who would question my credibility, who would question my competence. I would bring the UTG-SU newsletter, and this would be the fourth initiation. And I, Fatima Kebbeh, I can do it, I will do it, and I'll make sure I'll do it. Ladies and gentlemen, my next policy is the student's voice. If you know me, you know that I am a celebrity. If you know me, you know that I do poetry. If you know me, you know that I am a national champion. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, the student's voice will serve as a platform where students will express their feelings, their thoughts, and their beliefs in the dynamics of the university campus. These videos would serve as archives where people would go time to time when they are bored to check them. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can raise 13,000 followers for myself with the help of Alliance, I can raise more and more thousands of followers for University of the Gambia. I'm standing here today to also talk to you about my policy, that is provision of suggestion boxes. And I know my opponents will come and say suggestion boxes are outdated. Ladies and gentlemen, how many students are in the University of the Gambia who are from less privileged backgrounds, who don't even have smartphones? Even if they do, they sometimes struggle with data. Ladies and gentlemen, their voices should be heard. People without smartphones deserve to communicate, and for them to be included in communication, the provision of suggestion boxes would help them express themselves. Today, I would not stand before you all and tell you things that are not unattainable. I was born in a village where everyone thought I would not reach this level. I was born in a house where girl education was not respected, but I have broken barriers. I have crossed borders. And if I can reach here today, I will be one of the most successful IPRs in the history of the University of the Gambia. Ladies and gentlemen, last on to my policy is training of school IPRs. If you look at information, it is very key. And in the Gambian Constitution, Section 25, subsection 1, paragraph A states, freedom of expression is hereby guaranteed. So let me express myself. If you don't like the way I'm expressing myself, I don't mind. I am the IPRO of the Journalism Students Association, and I am the mouthpiece of the mouthpieces. So let me express myself. Ladies and gentlemen, training of school IPROs. Information is key, and IPROs should share credible information. When you look at the messages that come from SU, mostly when I share them on our school platforms, they ask me keywords. What is this word? Do I have to open my dictionary to know the meaning of this word? In my opinion, such things will not happen. Because I know that information should be clear, information should be solid, and information should be understandable. Now, if you communicate and you confuse, are you a communicator? Ladies and gentlemen, as we embark on this transformative journey, I want you all to recognize my face, recognize Team Alliance, and know that we are the most competent team in the history of the University of the Gambia.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Fatima. And now, let me invite the next candidate for the same position, Lamin and Sanyang.
State going one state. Seth Godin, a renowned scholar in the United States of America, once said that change is not a threat, it is an opportunity. Survival is not the goal, transformative success is. And that is why I have come here to offer myself as the most competent, the most dedicated, the most determined, the most student-centered candidate to progressively transform the Information and Communication Ministry and the Utgsu Students Union into the very glittering beating hearts of our community. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Ronalds once said, some people are born great, others achieve greatness, others just hire public relations officer. That goes to tell you how vital this position is. Ladies and gentlemen, the position of the Information and Communication Minister in the 21st century does not just require someone who can read, who can talk, and who can write, but it also requires a media network, someone who is digitally oriented, technologically informed, and strategically aware of the modern communication technology. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the true embodiments of my abilities and capabilities. I am a 400 level journalism student. I am the president of the Journalism Students Association. She is the IPRO of the mouthpieces. I am the president of the mouthpieces. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a skilled public speaker. I am an author, a published author. I am a videographer, a photographer, a graphic designer. I am a professional journalist. So as far as the position of Information and Communication Ministry is concerned, it does not just require someone who has gone through a training. It requires someone who understands what they have been trained on. My opponent came here and said she has been trained on digital media, on video editing, on graphic design, but throughout her entire training in JSA, she has never designed a single flyer. I design every single flyer for JSA. I will not bore you much with my abilities, capabilities, because when public speakers speak, the embodiments are seen. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to bring this transformative success into the very glory of our union, I have crafted 7 smart policies. 1, the empowerment and expansion of the SJDM online campus TV. 2, putting down the cost of the Utgsu Students Union on the covering of its activities. Revitalizing the Utgsu Students Union website. Policy number 4 has to deal with this. Bringing back the magazine of Utgsu Students Union, which died under the incompetence hands of Alex government. Policy number 5. Enhancing the capacities of the IPROs of sub-association. I have been someone who has trained a series of people in different aspects as far as communication is concerned. I'll expand more on this. Enhancing the union's image through consistent and progressive content creation. And policy number 7, rekindling media partnerships with the students' union and our traditional media partners. Ladies and gentlemen, let me expand a little bit on policy number 1. As the president of the Journalism Students Association, my council, we have established the framework of an online TV for the Journalism Students Association. This online TV will help the journalism students harness the practical aspect of the theories they learn in class. When I come into office, with my abilities, my knowledge, my institutional memory, my capabilities, my digital skills, I will work hand in glove with the 22nd Executive Council under the excellent leadership of Mr. Ali Saho. Together with the 8th Executive Council of the Journalism Students Association in order to empower this media house. When this media house is instituted, it will give journalism students the opportunity to learn and master the theories they learn in class. I myself did not learn most of the things that I learned in the School of Journalism. I learned it outside, and I believe that it is essence in order to give back. And I have trained more than 100 students, not just within the School of Journalism, but even in the Gambia College here. And together with this media, we will empower journalism students. And what will happen afterwards? This media house, like a conversation like this, we do not have any media house in the UTG covering it. But when I come into power and we are able to work on this, what will happen? This media house will help cover the activities of the University of the Gambia Students Union and the activities of almost all associations in the union. Policy number 2, cutting down the union's cost on covering of its activities. Ladies and gentlemen, there is something you need to know. There is something very important you need to know. And that is the University of the Gambia Students Union on annual basis, they spend nothing less than $40,000 on media coverage of its activities. You understand? And this is simply because we do not have media makers handling the office of the Information and Communication Minister. As an expert in this, I will offer myself for free, like I have done in the past, like I do and I will continue to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have covered the activities of almost all these associations in the University of the Gambia. I have covered the activities of Kebbeh, where they emerged as the second round in the entire West African competition. Ladies and gentlemen, I have covered the activities of the Utgsu students with 2020 through 2023 and many other activities. When I come into power, we don't have to spend thousands of dollars on media coverage when we have someone who is capable of doing this for free. Revitalizing the Students' Union website. My opponents seem to have no knowledge on the status of the website. In journalism, let me lecture you a little bit. There is something we call the legwork. As a journalist, before you make any statement, you need to do research. And it seems like you have not done enough research on the website. The website is not expired. Websites don't get expired. The website security certificate. It is the security certificate that is expired. When the security certificate is expired, what happens is that your data is not secure. And that is what is happening. The University of the Gambia Students Union website got expired a year ago. That is a year ago. And what happened? The IT has been trying to upgrade it. But somehow the guy in charge of the upgrading of the website was fired. And thus, nothing happened. When I come into power, I will work hand in glove with the IT department together with my technical minister, Mamadou Diallo, to ensure that we revitalize this website and bring it back to life. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go back to this. Policy number 4. The University of the Gambia Students Union. We used to have a magazine. This magazine actually does not only help capture inspiring stories of students, cover the activities of the University of the Gambia Students Union, but it also gives a detailed glimpse into the social life of the students community. And when I come into power, I will bring life back to this website, this magazine. And let's go to policy number 5. That is expanding or enhancing the capacities of IPROs. I do not need to hire somebody to come and teach. I have been giving lectures. I have been taking tutorials since my 4th semester in SJDM. I will organize capacity building trainings for IPRs of sub-association. And this is very essential because he needs Salami too. That is the position of an Information and Communication Minister. Isn't just limited to talking, to writing dispatches, to taking pictures of council meetings, to hosting council events. It is more to that. And as far as I am concerned, this is only things we can do as far as communication is concerned. And when I come into power, I will teach IPRs of sub-association on content creation, social media branding, organizational branding, and issues that explain and... Ladies and gentlemen, consistent content creation. I will consistently create content like I've always been doing on the social life of the UTG students to ensure that we enhance the UTG community. And I will rekindle media partnership with the University of Uganda traditional leaders, because we believe no matter how much we go digital, it is essential to attract the people who are not on the internet. And that is why it is essential to go to the mainstream media. And when I come into power, I will not just rekindle the media partnership with our traditional media partners, but I will forge new media partnerships to ensure that we go viral. Ladies and gentlemen, the position of the Information and Communication Minister. Thank you very much.